When you have a real emergency where there's danger to human life or property,
dial 911. 911 is your direct line to law enforcement, fire, and emergency medical help. When seconds count, dial 911, now in Hillsborough County.
There was a time when the Florida panther prospered, but times have changed. As we take more space for our homes, we take away space from his. Our growing concrete jungles are replacing the woodlands the panther needs to survive. Our ever-expanding highways place a dangerous obstacle between him and his hunting grounds. He is now an endangered species. The Florida panther can win his struggle to survive, but he needs your help. Save the Florida panther. Call 1-800-5-FLA-CAT.
Working together, horses and kids can become a team. Join 4-H and learn teamwork, sportsmanship, responsibility, and leadership, and have a lot of fun.
Well, welcome back. Here we are. My guest, Ingrid Vallières, who is a past life therapist. She's been doing this for quite a while. And she's done seminars and taught even the medical profession how to integrate past life therapy in the current time frame to deal with all sorts of problems. And maybe you could tell us a little more about what kinds of problems can be worked through with this therapy.
Okay. Well, the kinds of problems that are worked through at this therapy are the same ones that are worked through in other therapies. That can be emotional problems, like somebody's getting stuck in an emotional level or gets angry in certain situations, or a person always meets the same kind of partner, the same kind of relationship, and gets emotionally involved and stuck in the same situation. So usually what's happening in an emotional situation is that a past incident is repeating itself. So what you do in therapy, you get the emotional level and you do a regression on this emotional level to find out where it's coming from. So usually what people find that in a past life, they have been in a situation which was very extreme and they've been very, very depressed or very angry. And there was a justified reason for that too in a past life. So working through this in a regression will relieve it. And the next time the people will be in the same situation, they don't react like that anymore. It's like the charge, the energy is gone, and they can react freely and neutrally or have good emotions in situations where before they really had problematic emotions. So that is one very important level. Another level is the body. Like some people get headaches or some people have stomach problems, and any kind of psychosomatic really can be handled through regression. Because if a physical ailment shows, usually the psyche is also ailing, and the person is in a situation where they're really reliving an old incident. Usually a physical ailment is connected to a past death. Somebody who may have been imprisoned in an earlier life, may have been very cold at that time, may have been starving. So in this lifetime, that person may very easily feel imprisoned, although nobody's really keeping them in prison.
Like claustrophobia or even
Right.
agoraphobia, like I can't get out of here. That would be connected up to past trauma.
That's true. Or even in a relationship. How many people are afraid to really be imprisoned in a relationship? And that relationship is not really putting them in prison, but the feelings of imprisonment are so strong that a lot of people back out of relationships that are becoming too close or too intimate
The old,
fear
I'm not going to make a
of that.
commitment stance.
Yes, yes.
So this fear of some other commitment where perhaps they will what kinds of things
They will not
have you
be able to
uncovered?
get out. They commit themselves to something and it's going to work out badly. It's not going to work out because this experience has been already gathered in an earlier life. See, let's say somebody in an earlier life has made a commitment, they signed a contract, or they said, yes, I'm able to do this, and when they did it, they failed. And the failure included maybe the death of some people or some really bad situation. Then they say, next time I'm going to be very careful not to get myself in this situation. So whenever a commitment is going to come up, they're going to back out of it. What you're avoiding in this life is something that you have been going through in an earlier life, and you have already experienced something which was bad, which ended badly. Next time you will avoid it. So again, this is an area which is very useful to work on, because by avoiding it, of course, you don't really get ahead. You're attracted by the situation, but you may never really work yourself through until you have an alternative to go by. So if you back out of it, you don't develop. So by regression, we find what is the person really afraid of, take that away, unblock the behavior of the person now, and then the person can face up to that situation again, and they feel quite comfortable.
Most intriguing. We have another caller.
Okay.
Welcome to Psychic Encounters. You are on the air. Hello? Try it again. Welcome to Psychic Encounters. You're on the air.
Hello, Jan.
Yeah.
This is Mary Flanagan. I try to get you every time you're on with Diane, but I never seem to get through.
Well, you're through tonight. What's your question?
All right. I was born June 21st.
June what?
21st, 1:41 in the afternoon.
What year?
What? 1940.
Okay. And what is your question this evening?
What sign am I? I don't know.
What sign are you?
Yes.
Because that's the day
It changes, and half of them say I'm Gemini, half say I'm Cancer.
the 21st at 1:41 in the afternoon. And where?
North Kingston, Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. Okay. And in 1941, we were almost certainly...
1940.
40. Okay, well, that
1:41 was my birth hour.
Okay. 21st at 1... Okay. You are a Cancer. You're 0 degrees of Cancer.
And what are most of the personality traits of a Cancer?
A Cancer is asking me what the personality
I'm
traits
serious,
of Cancer are.
because I show more of the Gemini. I'm able to do two things at once. My mind runs two channels at the same time.
You're also very, very business-oriented, like a Capricorn.
Oh, am I? I know I'm madly organized. I drive my friends crazy.
Uh-huh.